Hey, welcome to Roleplay Cafe. It's still here with John, Doon, and Eric. Todd should be joining momentarily. We'll keep our fingers crossed. We're back in the Alien universe, and we're on session 32-ish. But I'll shut my trap and let John take it from here. Take it
All
away.
right. We are picking up back with our main continuity. Last week, we are missing Todd, and we did a little side adventure. Uh, Last, we left off the main group. They were still on the potential colony of Aljana, and they were exploring the last location on that planet, which was something with an unusual heat signature. When they got there, there were a ring of mounds of dirt. One of them had a opening inside of it, and they decided to put some anchors down and attach some ropes, and several of the group went down inside. I believe it was Dr. Bircher that is staying up on the surface, providing some support and trying to do some evaluations of the surface around where the rings are. But Yoko, Kip, and Cliff went down and started exploring these underground chambers. They were certainly manufactured uh, with, they were carved out of large, like rocks, rectangular rocks. And the main chamber that they dropped down into led to this large opening with these ships that were large and horseshoe shaped. They've obviously been there for a very long time. They had like moss and algae and plants and stuff growing over them, fed by a water that was dripping down from an opening above. And so the group tried to get inside, but they were unable to find any obvious opening because of all of the plant matter that was and dirt that has accumulated over there. They're estimating that these may have been here for hundreds of years, if not longer than that. Um, so they decided to follow the corridor, another corridor that branched off from this because this is a four-way intersection. And they headed east and found this large, almost like some sort of uh, altar or worship area where there were four large statues of these creatures that w- looked very similar to what they saw on the Dylan colony jump out of Mother Michaela's ship and attack the colonists there. They only got a brief glimpse of it, but these are like 50-foot high statues, and there's four of them carved out of stone in the center of this altar, and there's viewing platforms surrounding the room. They explored up around the viewing platforms and found that there was a series of steps that led down into this other chamber underneath of the temple. And it is a cross-shaped room that with a raised walkway that goes around the entire perimeter of it. Uh, as they're walking across the walkway, they notice down below them, about 20 feet, are a series of glass display chamber, or like glass displays, with things inside of them they can't quite make out. But there's, close to 20 of them down there, and they are spread out across the room. But in the center of the intersection is a large, like, control tower of some sort. It seems to be a computer system, but nothing that they have seen um, or similar to anything they've seen before. There's dials and balls that will most likely rotate and spin in place to control things. It does not seem to have any power. They're going strictly by flashlights at this point. As they start making their way around the horizontal axis of the cross, uh, they hear a loud shrieking sound come from the direction of these three offshoot rooms to the north. And it makes a, it sends a chill down all of their spines, and they feel like something is coming towards them. So that is where we're going to pick up. Uh, as soon as you hear this sound, what is your immediate reaction going to be?
Let's aim the light toward in that direction. Do we have? I imagine we all have, is what's the light situation here? We all have like flashlights or headlamps.
Yeah, anyone with guns has one mounted onto the barrel that they can, direct. If you have a pistol or something like that, then I would imagine you have that in your offhand and you're using that to, you know, to direct while you keep either your gun in the holster or uh, in your other hand.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I hear a shriek. I'm aiming my light over there, and I'm like, huh, alert.
All right.
Um, Cliff will push up against the wall.
Okay.
I think he had the flamethrower equipped, if I remember right. Let's see if I
Okay.
got
You
that.
yeah, you have both the pulse rifle
And a
and the
flamethrower.
flamethrower with you. So you
Uh,
want the flamethrower? That's fine.
I think I already had that equipped, and he'll probably look towards where Yoko's pointing, but he'll unconsciously probably start turning the flame down so it's not making as much light, because I assume it was already on or lit or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have that pilot light that's on the front of it.
Yeah, he'll like turn. He'll put it on the simmer or whatever.
All right, Dell, why don't you play Kip since he's
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
does
yeah.
that
Well,
sound okay?
yeah, and I was wondering too. I can't remember if I actually descended into the hole. If I'm still up there, Bircher. In other words, um,
If I mean if I remember correctly, you are still up on the surface. You were
gotcha.
going
Okay.
to start you were doing some analysis of the surface to try to get more information
I
about.
thought he was heading towards or at the horseshoe
Oh,
fence,
was he?
but
Okay.
above,
I
like
forgot
not
that part.
down into it yet.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I was chasing them down at the last. The
I
last.
do. So I do remember Berger from my perspective, inexplicably stayed back, and then I do remember. I think Dell said, "Oh, maybe I ought to go down and see what's going on because there's nothing happening out
Okay.
here."
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but I'll
So
play Kip until that. We'll just figure that Bircher's play kitchen.
Play Kip
You know.
until the dramatic Berger entrance to save the day.
Yeah.
and that'll be the moment Todd shows up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is anyone so just to clarify, are you going down the same way everyone else did, or are you going through that central opening where the water is dripping down?
No, I went back to where the other two were,
Okay.
and that's hearing. That's what triggered it. Hearing what was going on and it was breaking up, and
Oh yeah,
hearing
our
some of the
communication
stuff
was bad.
yeah, made Birch descend down there. So
Okay.
anyway, he
Are you
might it'll be a little catch up with him. But as far as Kip, um, Kip's gonna almost follow his partner in crime reaction wise. He's gonna have um, his gun at the ready and kind of pivoting around trying to find out where the noise is coming from, and being a little
Okay.
bit spooked about all the containers that are around him, and not knowing where the echo is, coming from. So,
All right. So you're shining your light. So is your partner in crime Yoko? I'm not sure.
oh no,
What do
no,
you
no,
consider the
no.
partner in
Cliff.
crime to be?
They're the like combat ready people. I'm just
Yeah,
like
the two that do the most damage. Yeah. So I'm just saying he's
Oh,
almost in a back
guys,
to
you're making
back
me
type thing.
blush.
Yeah, he's in a back to back kind of latch docking maneuver
I
with
don't
his.
know. Bircher's pretty high on the dealing damage
Okay.
Oh,
charts.
I didn't know emotional damage count. You're right.
Yeah, he's flashing his light around. I doubt he has the forethought to think about turning it off
Okay.
immediately.
All right. So it sounds like Cliff is trying to obscure his location where Yoko and Hip are trying to determine where the sound is coming from. So
Yeah.
give me Kip and Yoko, please give me observation rolls, and we will see if you miss anything.
Now Kib is at 9 on the panicked level right now.
Oh,
Is a 9? That can't be right.
we need to
We need to
adjusted.
check that. Yeah, that needs to go away. And he
The
is
panic's supposed to be 0.
stressed. All right, I'm gonna drop his stress too because 6 seems unusual.
I pushed.
Yeah, I can't roll for Kip, so you might have to.
Why? Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
logged
right,
under
I'll do it.
me.
I will do it. All right. So we got 1 success from Kip and 3 from
Five.
Yoko.
Five.
5? Oh,
pushed.
because you pushed? Oh, wow. Okay. All
I'm
right.
panicking. I mean, I'm nervous about this. I'm scared.
Yeah. So you start pointing. Yoko starts pointing his flashlight around. He doesn't see anything at first, so he starts scanning the ceiling, and you notice this large creature crawling on all four, hanging upside down from the ceiling. It has this dark chitinous shell that covers its entire body, and this large tail that extends almost 10 feet, and the tail starts is just going back and forth. You get the feeling that it sees you.
Well, I mean, because I have my head craned back and I can just see the light from the end of the gun just kind of flashing around, and finally just kind of hello the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's and kind of frozen like looking up, and he's reaching behind himself to grab Cliff frantically, his arm to pull him, to get him to look in the same direction.
Cliff is looking up with you. He was just kind of staying back a little bit. As soon as he sees the outline of the chitinous creature, he'll like back up, and start pushing his way forward and turn his flamethrower on full blast, ready to fire at it.
Okay.
Okay.
How far up is it?
Wait, can you say where we are and where it is on the map?
Yes. So you are approximately right here.
Okay.
You see it up on the ceiling, upside down, about right there. The flamethrower's range is not long. It's
sufficient.
from right here. It's too far for the flamethrower to reach. The ceiling, even on the raised platform that you're on, the ceiling is still about 20 feet above you. You're at about the halfway point between the ground down in the display floor and the ceiling above you. So yeah, I mean, Cliff knows that the flamethrower is not going to work from where he's at. He would need to get closer or have this thing get closer to him.
He's more putting himself up front and wanting everybody kind of get back, and I know I keep saying it, but I'll basically go into like an Overwatch type thing And
Okay.
if it moves any closer to me, or if it gets into my range with the flamethrower, I will open fire on it.
Okay. What is
So
Kip and Yoko going to do?
Kip's loading up. You know what I mean? Right now he's fumbling with making sure that he's locked and loaded and his safety's off, and he's uh, shaking obviously, but he's trying to steady his nerves and follow in suit.
Right.
You know,
Yoko's.
is
All
there a
right.
guardrail on this raised platform?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, he's gonna be bracing himself on that. You know what I mean, and trying to
Okay.
get some kind of aim.
Yoko's got his eyes on the creature and is backing up like into the corner here, just slowly walking backwards while aiming it. Aiming the light at it. And can I ask a question or two from the observation?
Yes.
I just so one yeah. Is it? Did you say it's hanging from the ceiling? Like, is it holding onto the ceiling, or is it like a thread or something? Or
No, it's like walking on the ceiling like an ant would.
cool,
I
cool,
mean, it's basically
cool,
defying
awesome,
gravity.
awesome. Oh, is it
It's
moving? Is it or is it stationary?
it is no, it is slowly creeping in your direction.
It toward us.
Uh,
Okay. Um, I say to the. So actually, the other question I wanted to ask is, can I tell with my observation, like, if it came from one of the rooms?
yes, you can tell that it came from cultivation chamber 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Like, is there like a slime trail or like the door's ajar or something like that?
The door is wide open.
Okay, cool.
Uh, you can't see the door from
One.
chamber 1 where you're at, but from 3 and 2, you can see that the doors are open.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna, as I'm backing up, I'll say to Kip, to Windows and Cliff, it looks like something made its home here.
Cliff will light up his cigar and say, so samples or not?
Uh, yeah, would be. Let's just survive first, or let's just make sure we don't know what this thing could do. The things on this planet so far have been uh
Trying to kill
unpredictable, to
us?
say
Yes.
the least.
Yeah.
All right, he'll
All
just
right.
like load up and readjust himself and prepare.
All right, so you're letting this thing come to you, but it sounds like Yoko's slowly backing away towards the exit.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah.
All right, this thing continues to move in your direction. Uh, it, Yoko's continuing to shine its light on it, which is allowing. It seems to be drawing it towards Yoko because it starts changing directions following the light as it moves,
Well, Kip's still shining his
lower.
light on
Here,
it
I'm
too.
here.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be drawn to Yoko,
Okay.
but it's not pouncing or anything. It's trying to crouch down and sneak up, like a wolf hunts its prey.
It's gonna, yeah.
Still out
Windows
of
is like,
range.
it's gonna pounce. Uh,
So
Cliff.
I mean that. Go ahead, Del. Sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna pounce Cliff. We need to wax his son of a bitch. And then, you can tell if you look at me or look at Windows that he's gritting his teeth and beats the sweater coming down, and his hands, he's white knuckled. A lot of the blood's gone out of his hands, and he's just sliding the muzzle of the gun along the top of the railing.
Okay.
And the closer it gets to him, he'll start clinging it here, because Yoko's obviously a little bit away from us where we are. So he's starting to walk in the
Right.
direction of Yoko and making some noise.
All right. That banging seems to get its attention, and it shifts it turns its head when you do that, and its mouth opens and it lets out this hiss, and it looks like it's about to start sprinting towards you. And this is when I'm going to give Cliff an opportunity to react. It's
Yep.
going to have to move about 10 or 15 feet before you feel like the flames would hit it, but you will have an opportunity to,
If I see it starting to
to
pick up pace, I'll take a couple feet forward just so I close the distance and then let
okay.
loose.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Hold on, it's been a minute. So it's just range, correct?
Oh,
You
don't
should
click on
just
the
have to,
gun?
yeah, I think I mean, it is just
Incinerator.
range, but you can click on the gun and it should take care
Hold
of
on a
that.
second. Do I have to make it active, or is that something you have to do? Because it says inactive right now.
Ooh, it has to be equipped, I think.
Hold on a second. I know there's a way to do this.
Nope, it just popped up.
I'm sorry?
It just popped up to active, so I can probably click it
Oh,
now.
okay. All right, great.
Two.
Right. Do you want to push?
No, not right now. I don't. No.
Okay. Yeah, so the flames shoot out from the flamethrower and just light up the entire room. You can see that with all of the light, I mean, it engulfs this thing in flames and it disappears. But the ambient light that fills up the room, you can see that there is some sort of growth along the entire ceiling and part of the floor that you didn't quite make out in the darkness. And it's very reminiscent of the armor that covers this entire creature. And it seems to be growing, or it seems to have started from one of those cultivation chambers because it's very dense and thick and um, detailed there, and then it kind of fades out when it gets closer to where you're at. So we're gonna roll armor for this creature and see if
Hold on a
it
sec.
manages to block any of the damage. And it got 1. So you rolled two successes, right?
Correct.
So
Yep.
the damage is 2. So the first success gives you the 2 damage. The extra success adds 1 to that damage. So that's a total of 3. And I rolled 1 6 with its armor, so that reduces it from 3 damage to 2 damage. So as you engulf this thing uh, in flames, you can hear that screech gets even louder, and then it start like the screech gets starts to drag on a little bit even after the flames dissipate. You can see smoke rising off of this thing's armor, but that's when you hear some more screeches
Oh,
coming
good.
from further ahead
Well,
in the direction of the
All right.
chambers.
The side effect from that incinerator gun is it's got fire with intensity 9. It's on
Okay.
108. I get to roll damage die up to the intensity, and for every success, it counts as a damage. Armor can't reduce it.
Okay.
Cool.
So not so
As an
96.
Yeah.
as an aside, I think Kip would be
Firing.
firing, yeah, into
Okay.
into the thing, just screaming with his trigger down, hammer down.
Okay. All right. We got no 6. How did you roll
None.
none?
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm good at that.
Pretty crazy.
I'm good at that.
All right. So Kip
Intense.
is firing at this thing as well with his rifle.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you
Oh
said, Bill?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right time the flames went off. He's just center mass.
All right. I think you're gonna have to activate the gun. I don't know. How did you do that, Eric? How did you
I
activate it?
did. It was on inactive. I just left clicked on it, it popped up.
Okay.
Weird. Oh,
So
okay,
you'll have
interesting.
to left click on the pulse rifle in Kip's inventory. Can you do
Oh,
that?
I can't. I'm.
We can't
I guess,
see.
Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
Just roll your range. We'll figure it out.
So his pulse rifle. Uh, you said I
Or
right
no,
click
I
on it.
have.
Okay.
You might not have rights to it.
Yeah.
That
I,
might be
I
a
don't think I
problem.
do.
So I'll just take care of it. But you're going to fire. You said, right?
Yeah. Center
So
mass. Yep. Right into the
yeah.
flaming,
All right, here we go.
screeching.
Oh
Ooh.
boy, he's dropping a weapon.
Oh.
Uh,
Here we go.
Throw the pulse rifle.
Yeah. so so he starts firing the pulse rifle, but when he realizes that the flames didn't kill this thing, he drops the rifle
Oh
to the
man.
ground, falls to his feet, and tries starts fumbling around trying to pick it back up again.
Oh jeez.
All right, what is Yoko doing?
Can I just direct my light toward the cultivation chambers? I assume I'm like part way down the walkway, like over here ish. I don't know where I am.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
my
We'll
goal
see
is I
around
want to
the
be able to issue accurate information about whatever is emerging if other creatures are coming.
Okay.
That's and yeah, so I can observe again or keep my observe. I don't know.
No, you don't have to do another observe again. So yeah, you direct your light to so that it shines on both openings of 3 and 2, and you see two more of these things emerge from the door, running across the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and they seem to be drawn towards the painful scream of this thing as it was attacked by the flames.
I'll yell to the others, 2 more incoming.
All right. So this thing is going to attempt to leap towards Cliff because that is the current source of danger for it.
He's banter.
All right. So he's going to attempt to capture you for the hive. The xenomorph, its spiked tail shoots out in an attempt to impale you in a insignificant location in an attempt to drag you away. It's going to do 1 point of damage as it glances off your shoulder. You have armor on, I
Yeah, I have
assume, right?
armor of 6.
Yeah, of
Whew.
6. All right, so go ahead and roll 66.
All right. Well, this
If
isn't
you
going to
get
be good if it passed.
All
Oh,
right, you got a success. All
hey.
right, yeah. So a glance, you kind of pivot in place in an attempt to avoid the tail, and it glances off of your armor, uh, and you get a quick uh, smell of the stench coming off of this thing. It smells like mold, mildew, and death as the tail retracts. You get the sense that this thing is only looking to kill and maim you. All right. So, we need to figure out initiative at this point. So, everybody do a /R space D10. I got a 6.
Yoko with 10.
Is that last?
Yoko's going last. Yep, that's last.
Oh, is lower better? Okay.
Lower is better.
Okay.
Dell, are you? There we go.
Hey.
All right, Kip is going first. Followed by Cliff, then the creatures, and then Yoko.
Well,
All right, so you guys can swap positions if you want. You are not specifically like pigeonholed with what you rolled, but those 3 rolls are for the group, and you can swap those out as you desire. But so essentially, any 2 of you are going to go first, followed by the alien, followed by the third.
yeah, I mean, I think Kip's he's frantically been trying to recover his weapon to get into. I mean, since the last incident,
Okay.
so he's scrambling and he'll be on his butt, sliding back to try to aim at this oncoming, xenomorph, basically, that's trying to impel his friends. This with the tails just right on him. So that's all he did was just drop, scramble, pick up his weapon, slide back into the corner, screaming and firing again.
All right. So you're not going to move significantly, but you're going to use your quick action to pick up
Yeah.
your weapon. And and fire.
It's like, With that.
Yeah, you turn all robot on it.
Okay, hold on a sec. I think it was the Discord server. My connection was bad too.
Okay.
Okay, so seems rectified now. So Kip starts firing and gets a couple rounds off, but when he sees this tail shoot out and glance off of Cliff's armor, he freezes when he realizes I don't have armor. And
yeah.
All right. So it looks like my
And-
stress goes up 1. Am I reading that correctly?
yes, yep. And I'm gonna say that Yoko is in short or is in medium range, not short range.
Okay.
So Yoko's stress will not go up.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Can you remind me? We're like 20 or 40 feet above the lower level, the display floor.
20.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So the ceiling is 40 feet from the floor to the ceiling, and then you're halfway between.
Got it.
All right. So, I mean, Cliff would be going now, unless he wants to swap with Yoko.
Yoko is not going to be very helpful. So.
Okay. Cliff will. His adrenaline starts pumping, and he's like, "We need to back up. We weren't ready for this many. We're ill prepared. Everybody, back up the way we came. I'll cover your fire. Kip, come here, and then I'll step in front of Kip, and then I'll fire again at the one I already flamed the first time. Unless
All right,
my range can get multiple. I don't know. I don't think that's how this one works, but
Not so the other two haven't moved yet, or so
Okay.
they haven't gone yet, so they are still right at the opening of the
Okay. So
chambers.
nope, he'll go for the
Yeah,
one
they're
he
on their
went
way.
for again. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Going range. Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Why is everyone dropping their weapons?
Ah.
Uh, I'm not going to say you drop your weapon. Uh,
Yeah.
you're going to.
Drop an item.
Yes, you are dropping your
Load.
motion detector.
Oh
Your
no.
load. So, so yeah, you start. You open up the flamethrower and the flames start going, and this thing starts dancing around, trying to to avoid the flames again. And that is when you uh, need to you realize you're about to to uh, to hit Kip, and your hand jerks away to stop the flames from hitting Kip,
Mhm.
and it knocks your motion sensor off of your belt, and it clatters down onto the lower floor, 20 feet below you.
Oh. If we survive, that'll be something I think about. But right now, I don't care about that.
Okay. All right. These two things. The
Um.
two. Go
How
ahead.
about the damage I did to him?
The two oh right. Okay. So we got three more damage. And you said that feature for the gun, is that like a one-time thing, or is that
Nope.
every
Every
single
time you
time?
every time you hit it, because it's bathing him in fire, he catches on fire, and then the
Okay.
fire
All
thing.
right.
If when I roll the fire, if he doesn't
Yeah.
take any damage, then it goes out.
All right. So
Otherwise, it increases intensity.
let me roll its armor, and then we will figure out if it takes any damage. So I rolled two sixes, so that's
Okay.
going to block two of the three damage.
Okay.
So it's going to take one more,
Good.
and then I guess it'll potentially catch. Uh, so
Fire. Cool.
why don't you roll that 9d6?
All right. Let's see if I get it. Oh, I got one that
All
time.
right,
Hey, caught fire.
all
Hey.
right. That's still just.
Yeah.
I feel like it should still be more, but
Now,
yeah.
if
So this
I'm
thing.
reading the rules right, the intensity is supposed to go up uh,
It
every
doesn't
time it takes damage.
go out.
So
Density goes up.
So
So
it should be
so
say
if it's
10.
on fire and you hit it again, it goes up, is what you're saying, right?
no, I'm saying since it's on fire and it took fire damage, it goes up to intensity of 10 next round. That's if I'm reading it right. It's on page 108 in the.
Okay. All right. We'll check that next round. Um,
Okay.
all right. Yeah. So this thing, so basically there's flame just shooting off of this as the fuel from the flamethrower continues to burn. Uh, and it is, you see all of this like steam start pouring off, and you get this foul chemical odor that fills the air, both Hip and Cliff. It's all they can do to stop themselves from coughing as it
Okay.
burns their nostrils.
Okay. And then I guess my move was to kind of put myself in front of Kip. I guess I'm not sure
Yeah.
how the movement stuff works right here.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, your movement, you can probably, get him up onto his feet so that uh,
Yeah.
he can start moving next round. All right. Um, hmm. Oh boy. So you don't get to. Wow. Okay. What did I roll? This is not a result. It doesn't actually show you the table.
Hmm,
That's silly.
cool.
Normally, normally there is an opportunity to avoid. All right. Well, let me just double check something real quick. Hold on before we go with this because this is potentially TPK.
Let's go.
Hey, I will say
I just,
whenever Bircher gets in the earshot, there may be a slight thing that he can do, but you know, you just time that out. I'm sure that all that noise is echoing down the corridor.
I think you're in earshot, like you can hear a shriek in the distance, but I don't think we're in earshot, like we could hear your voice.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about y'all, but me hearing what's going on down there, because I was already prompted to go down because I thought y'all were in danger, and hearing that, this, this validity. So Bircher's kicking it up, kicking his heels high and running down the path.
I want Bircher to
all right.
come out on the other side, like.
All right. Well, this is correct. The text is exactly the same. There's no exception to this
Excellent.
result. So
Wow.
yeah. So Cliff is this thing after dancing around and getting grazed and it burning. It kind of smacks you with its tail, knocking you to the ground. Your flamethrower goes clattering off in the direction of Kip, and you see this thing kind of stand over you, and its jaw opens, and this inner mouth comes out and starts snapping at you, and all this drool starts dripping down onto your body. So your stress is going to go up one, and you have to do a panic roll.
I just hit the panic button, or is that how do I do that?
Yeah.
Hit the stress button.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll
Increase
for
your
panic.
stress
I see it.
one, and then just click on. Yep. There you go. Right.
All right.
You freeze. So you've never seen anything like this before, and you think this might be it, and you are unable to pull yourself back up and get out from underneath of it. The other two split off and start running in your. You Yoko can see one's coming directly towards Yoko from the source of the light, and the other is going in the direction of Kip and Cliff. They are spending their entire turn moving. So we
How
are
much ground
back
can they
up.
cover?
They can cover the entire distance basically at full sprint, and which is what they're doing this round.
Cool.
So we're back up to the top. So we've got two of you can act before the aliens get to go again.
Okay. But Cliff is fairly close to me, and geez, I'm just again trying to pivot as this thing's snapping, and Cliff is just kind of transfixed by it. And
No, Cliff. I'm sorry. So Cliff is transfixed by it. Yes, I'm sorry.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've
I'm
got
sorry.
a
Phrasing
little
was.
a little bit of a little bit about me. I'm not frozen just yet, even though I'm fairly panicked out of my gourd. Um, but that's just enabling me to just keep hitting that trigger finger. All bets are off trying to take it out. And I'll just raise up since I'm looking at his face too, and try to stitch it up from belly to mouth, basically to get it away from Cliff.
All right.
Screaming obscenities and whatnot.
Okay, you're not. You are. So you're not attacking it? Like
No,
with the
yeah, I'm attacking it with the weapon. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm just
All right.
hurling insults right now
I
to see if
see.
it'll
All right.
break emotionally.
All right. So I will roll for you again, and we will see how that goes. There you go. You got
Okay,
3 successes. Do you want to push?
she's close enough. Oh
Probably
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to drop your weapon again if you push. Our panic levels are going up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
I mean,
not
maybe
this
you do
fine.
want to because then we can do extra damage, but also
Oh,
have
yeah,
the
I
bigger
know.
effect.
That's the thing, But where is he at right now mentally?
Yeah, what's his panic level? Kip.
Well, it's 6.
Okay.
I mean, the panic level is probably 7 or 8, I think.
Oh man.
So then you will have like serious negative consequences, but you're also rolling 10 more dice. So it's like, do you want the serious negative consequences for 10 dice?
Oh man. Um, wish Todd was here to make this decision, but he's.
Good.
I mean, right now, old boy's transfixed, right?
Yeah,
But
it's worth it. Save his life, even though.
yeah, he's just gonna fire off. So push it real good, like salt and pepper.
All right. Do not have a token selected.
Oh, you can click the push button, I think. Del.
Oh, really? Okay,
It's
gotcha.
it's not letting me.
I don't have a token selected.
Oh, you can't? Oh, maybe I can. Oh, I don't have a token
Huh.
selected either. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
You just roll 10 dice.
Let's make a token.
Hey, token.
It says I still don't have one selected.
Maybe I have to
Okay.
select one.
We're just gonna roll these separately. So it's 9 extra dice.
10.
And oh right, because it goes up 1. Any
Ooh.
Got a lot of failures.
Oh. But
yeah.
only the last one should be a failure.
Yeah, that's true. But you only need 1. All right. So that means we're gonna do. That means Kip's stress is going up 1 because he pushed.
Mhm.
Then he's doing a stress roll, but we're gonna see
Whew.
permanent
Wait,
trauma.
what? You can't do that.
He's going to flee. All right. So he did. Did I get extra successes? I got 1 extra
Yeah,
success.
1 extra.
So that's going to be 4 damage. Or I mean, it's going to be 4 successes.
Yeah, that's
And
appropriate, Bo. He's
his
standing there with his thing glooming
yeah,
over him.
the pulse rifle does 2, so that's going to be 5.
Oh fuck! I'm fucked.
Where's
You see what that is? It says on there. His
What?
stress level goes down, and I have to make a panic roll.
Oh.
Oh, geez. Oh, right, because he's fleeing. Okay, let's
Yeah.
figure out the damage first before we
Nice.
jump ahead.
Yeah, this might be
Step
the end,
by
Cliff.
step. Let's baby step through this. Yeah.
All right. So this is not fire damage, so he has 8 armor.
What's true grit? Like Kip's talents. Maybe some of those could be levied.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, let's check. Because we haven't really been looking at that stuff.
Yeah, I just can't see what he's got.
True grit.
Like the long haul.
Yeah. So that true grit allows him to push anything with strength twice. Oh, maybe we want to use this. So the long haul is once per act in a cinematic play or once per session in campaign play. You can ignore all failures from a single roll.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I
do that.
think
Yep. That's the
I
one.
think this is a
I
good
would
time to do
That's
appreciate
that.
that one.
appropriate.
I would appreciate that one. Yes.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Yeah, long
All right.
haul.
All right. So that means he's not panicking because that's what the failures do.
Okay.
So we are going to roll the armor. So it's a potential 5 damage taking place. I roll 2 successes. That's going to be 3. that is actually enough to kill it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Just watch the parts
this
fly.
this is what's going to happen. Um, so Kip, just grabs the rifle that was, he was lying next to basically as Cliff was helping him get up onto his feet before he was attacked by this thing.
Yeah.
He raises it and just holds down the trigger, pointing in the direction of this creature, and it just gets filled with all of these holes. And eventually, the recoil of the gun starts bringing it up higher into its torso, and its head explodes.
Oh,
Unfortunately, all of this blood is splashing down onto Cliff, and that is going to result in possible acid splash, which is going to be 302. So that's going to be 8d6 worth of damage on Cliff, which is only 1 point of damage. It is not going to be blocked by your armor because it is burning through your armor. You don't have to take it off right now, but each round you continue to wear your armor is going to cause another point of damage.
I mean, I don't know how
So
long that takes to take that off.
uh,
3
it's
rounds.
It'll basically be what's called a slow action. So each round you get a fast action and a slow action. A fast action is like doing basic movement or basically anything that isn't fighting or skill or something like that. And a slow action is basically the main thing that you would do each round. So you can shed it while you're running away from this thing if
I
that's what you
can't
want to
do
do.
anything because I lost my slow action.
Uh,
Because that was part of the
does it say
freeze
that?
from last round.
Oh, that was part of the freeze. Yes, you're
Yeah.
right. So you can get up and start trying to run away from this thing, but you will not be able to shed your armor this round. So take 1 point of damage, and you are going to take another point at the beginning of the next round from the acid.
Okay. Any stress? Have to roll panic or anything?
No.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
I guess that's what I'm doing. I was like, all right, back up, back up, back up, get out. As you smell my
You ain't
skin
gonna tell
start
me
to
twice.
smell my skin
All
start to cook.
right. So another one is coming in your direction, and it is going towards Kip. And it doesn't know what to. It doesn't know what to. It seems to be slowly trying to pick its point of attack as you guys are backing up because it just saw you uh, kill and
Hip kill.
kill another one of these things. Uh, and oh Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
oh boy. Um, so this thing is going to eventually see an opening and land on Kip, knocking him over, which is going to cause him to drop his gun.
Again,
And
yeah.
so Kip's going to take another stress and then have to do a panic.
All right, added the stress.
Here we go.
Berserk. All
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sounds great. It's perfect for Kip.
right. All right. Uh, Kip does not have any other weapons though right now, so he's going to lash out with his fists at first, in, unless someone is able, or unless someone puts a gun in his hand. The other one is going to
That's a good idea.
is
Hold on.
going after Yoko.
All right, hold on a second.
Nope.
All right.
Do I have to panic too, right? For this?
I'm
Or am I
frozen
not looking
again.
at? Depends on if I'm looking at them.
Well, I'll tell you what Kip's doing is he's taking that thing over the rail. When he's
I like
when
that
he's pushing
idea.
Yeah, when he's
Okay.
pushing him, he's just going to go freaking berserk. And it's not that much of room anyway. What are we looking at? 10, 20 foot or so, maybe,
Can you
for the thing to
wrestle
drop
it?
on him.
Wrestle it over the edge.
Yeah, if he has nothing like that, he'll want to land on the
How big
thing.
are these things compared to us? Like same size or bigger? Like much bigger? Twice our size?
Uh, Hunched over, it's about up to your chest. If it's standing on its hind legs, it's taller than you.
Got it.
Well, I'm gonna use it as a cushion to land on. Kip.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Cliff is going to freeze in place. Jeez. This is this is why they need to change. They need to change. They're changing the way panic works, and I think that is a good thing because it just snowballs over
Because we
and
just
over again.
basically soft locked ourselves out to get in TPK right now.
I mean, that's
Well, Yoko will
that's
make it.
what started
Yoko and Bertram
Yeah.
will make it.
Well, we're
If
gonna
I-
see what happens at
if I
Yoko in
run,
just a second.
yeah. Oh yeah, I don't even. Yeah, it's not even my
Wait.
turn yet. The other creature's gonna kill me before I get a turn.
Yeah. Deadly grab. So yeah, so this thing is Yoko is watching this thing come right towards him, and it leaps off of the ceiling upside down in your direction.
Whoa.
And it is only going to do one success. And it is grabbing you and is trying to hurl you down into the display area. You hit the ground really hard and down one floor. You smash through one of the glasses, which is what it both breaks your fall, but is also what causes you that 1 point of damage as the glass cuts into your back, and you clatter onto the ground, looking across at the remnants of some weird creature that was inside of the display. You're going to
The anamorphic duck.
you have to make a panic roll.
Okay.
Nervous twitch. Right.
No one's short range of me.
No one is in short range of you.
Thank God.
All right. So, what is Yoko going to do? This thing is still up on the raised walkway, and it's kind of perched on the railing. It seemed to perfectly land on it when after it hurled you over the railing.
Nice. So the cool thing about not drawing my weapon yet is that I think it's still holstered. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. Sure.
I
will say you dropped your flashlight though. Because
oh yeah, definitely drop the flashlight. Definitely. It's dark down here. I'd like to draw my weapon, please.
All right, that's a fast action.
I would like. Let's see. It's dark down here. There's a creature here. Is this creature the remnants of this creature or whatever was in this display thing is dead or like not alive?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like it was in some sort of preservation fluid, which you recognize the smell of.
I see.
As it's you're lying in a small.
Does the preservation fluid interact with the like chitinous floor?
No.
Just checking. Okay. I will. I don't know what to do. I have nothing. I have any good ideas. Ooh, If I, um, I want to activate the room is what I want to do, but I don't know if that's possible. Um, I guess yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to like. Sorry. Let me look at the map real quick. Yeah, I want to move to the center control dais.
Okay.
And
So
like,
are you not going to draw your weapon? Do you want to change what your
no,
fast
those are
action?
my. I want those to be my two things. So I want to move over there, and I want to draw the weapon, and I'll keep my eyes
Okay.
toward the one that threw me, but I'm just backing away from it toward the control dais. Like that's the main thing. Like, yeah, with
Okay.
that, yeah, cool.
All right. All right. So we are at the top of the round. This round, Dr. Bircher and Hamada are going to show up.
Hey guys.
Uh, so we're going to roll independently for them for their initiative. So I'm going to roll for Hamada. Dell, you can roll um, for Dr. Bircher, and I will take over Kip and be responsible for his death, both directly and indirectly as a GM and as the person controlling him. All right, so Hamada is going 7th, so that's going to be actually at the very end of the round, or not at the end of the round, but after the alien. So you can roll for. Oh, you
Nice.
got another one. All right. Okay. So,
Number
3
one.
of you are going to go, followed by the aliens, and then 2 of you. So,
Okay.
you guys you should try to coordinate what you're going to try to do. At this point, you have a lot of flexibility. There's 2 people in a pretty bad situation.
Like,
Mhm.
oh no.
So you should think about what you want to do and coordinate amongst yourselves, passing off initiative in order to maximize the result that you want.
So I think our priorities are kill the two that remain and get the armor off of
I'm going to step
Cliff.
away for just a second, but I still have my headphones on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that, but I don't. Can I attack? I don't think I can attack
Yeah, I
because I
think
only have a fast action.
Cliff, you should
That
try
is
to
that's right. Yep.
Cliff should sprint or try to get back toward the edge, like across the walkway toward the front, so that Hamada or Bircher can help the armor off, because that's the best way to get it off. That's what I think. I think Bircher
That's good.
or
I call.
Hamada should get the armor off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'll probably be best bet here. Otherwise, yeah, that's gonna eat me away here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running in my direction, Bircher would be more like, what's going on before he notices what Yoko's doing. He might have a tendency to go help
But so
Yoko
the other
out.
thing
But
is we can for talking about initiative and stuff. If Cliff takes damage at the beginning of the round, we can try to get the armor off before the beginning of the round, or or we take the armor off with one of the after xenomorph people, because it doesn't need to come off before the xenomorph's turn.
Yeah, I didn't remember when the damage take place. I thought it was at the end of the round, but I don't know.
I think it's the beginning
yeah,
of Cliff's turn. That's what Todd said. Or sorry, not
Yes,
well,
that's correct.
John said.
So if you go last, then that gives you more people an opportunity to get it off you.
how many rounds will it take uh, as far as divided between the people? Like 3 rounds, 3 people? Slow rounds or what?
No, I guess
Yeah.
in terms of
It's
movement.
one slow action to get the armor off.
Okay.
Gotcha. I
So
mean,
somebody else
Berkshire
slow
could
action.
actually do that. You know what I
If
mean? He can do a
if
fast action to get to him and take the armor off.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that we should do that, but I think that those 2 turns, Bircher and Cliff, should be the last 2 after the xenomorphs. Right?
I think if the xenomorphs get anything close to me and do anything, that my panic roll will make me catatonic because I'm already at 10, and I have not been having luck today with
Yeah.
my roll.
I mean, our priority. Well, let's see. Is there anyone near you? Because one of them's attacking Kip and one of them's attacking me.
I don't. The one that was be closest to me would have been the one that was up on the balcony. That he pushed you off, right? He didn't.
There is one up on the balcony here. You're right. You're right. That pushed me off somewhere
Yeah,
around here.
that'd be the one I'd be worried about.
Okay. I'm gonna keep its attention. I could shoot at it for before your turn. Hopefully.
Well, I thought you were going to try to activate the.
I do want to do
diet.
that. I do want to do that.
I kind of want you to do that too.
Okay. But I guess the question is, does the dance need to be attempted to activate before or after their turn? Does that matter? Does that matter?
I kind of want it before, actually. I'm willing to give up my initiative to you, Yoko.
Yeah, I'll go first then, and then I'll see, and then we can base our other decisions on that. And we know our priorities, right? We know what we need to do.
Well, Bircher's first, that right? Because he has a. Or did you both have a one? I guess I forgot what your initiative order was.
It's our whole team.
Yeah. You have 2-1, so you have 2 people that can go. You have 3 people that can go before the aliens.
Okay.
Any 3 of us, our choice. So
yes. Okay. No, nobody can go twice, obviously, but any of you can go. Each of you can use one of those if you want, and give up whatever your slot is.
Okay, I know it's dark as hell. I'm gonna take a turn then. Is that okay, everyone?
I would say just because Cliff can't get his weapons out, I would say he goes last right now. And even though I know, or not Kip, but Cliff, and Kip should keep his turn because we already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna headbutt the alien or whatever the fuck he's doing. So, I mean, I'm frozen. I can't really do anything. I can
Kip
walk.
should probably go before the alien because the alien will kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yoko and Kip because they're the target or the most target.
All right.
Should go first.
All right. So Kip, if you want Kip to go first, he's going to do a close combat and try to throw this thing with all of his might over the railing, and use it as a pillow.
Okay, hold on a second. I thought they were already on the bottom.
That didn't happen yet. Okay, I thought it happened too. That's cool.
No, they're not on the bottom. Yeah.
No, that's yeah. I was just
only Yoko. Yoko's on the bottom.
Cool.
Oh, I thought he pushed him over.
I thought so too. But
no.
Okay.
That's so he's berserking, and that was what that's what Dell wanted him to do when he started.
I thought that happened. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, because he's taking him over. Yeah.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Whoa, 2 successes.
That was Kip's last wish.
All right.
Duplex.
So I don't know if this is going. I mean, each one of those only does 1 damage. So it could potentially.
I doubt it.
Yeah. So he's got. So the armor avoids all of the damage, but there is falling damage.
Oh no! Is Todd has 1 HP, or is Bertram have 1 HP?
Kip does have 1 HP. I don't know why he only has 1 HP. It's 1. I don't know why.
Must be the dump stat, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess there's no dump stats in the game, but
yeah, it's just he was using his own weight to help topple the thing over, to try to twist it to where he lands on it.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm looking up what the falling is exactly. Falling. Yeah. Here we go.
I wonder if you get to roll. Do you get a roll to avoid falling damage?
Yes. It's mobility.
Yeah.
Sweet. Kip's not bad at that, right?
Kip's mobility is
2, so that would be about 7 divided by 2 would be about 3 damage maximum. All right. So I'm going to roll for the creature. I have a feeling. Oh my God, he got 0 successes.
Wow.
Okay. yeah, so I will roll for Kip. I'm going to say that he is potentially only taking 1 damage from this because the xenomorph is taking the brunt of the impact.
Wow, Kip.
My rolling stress die. Just
Okay.
oh boy.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So so Kip hits so throws this thing over the railing, and tries to cushion his blow with it by making sure it hits first. It hits the ground hard, and you hear this thing squeal as the impact obviously injured it. Unfortunately, Kip is thrown off to the side from the impact, and he rolls away. And he is motionless. He is now at 0 health, which means we're going to explore the death rules to the game.
Well, there's all kinds of new
Uh,
rules tonight.
yeah, so
Falling
death
damage? Oh
roll.
wow.
He
So
really
death.
only had 1 HP.
He really only had
That's
1
his fault.
HP. Uh,
But man, those
so
wits.
so essentially, he's going to receive a critical injury,
Yeah.
right? And uh, a there's a potential that the critical injury is actually fatal in and of itself.
So he's not
If
dead. He's broken right now.
so,
Am I
yes,
reading
he
that
is
right?
broke. Yes, that's correct. That's the
Okay.
terminology in the game. So he is broken right now. He's going to receive a critical injury, which is potentially fatal in and of itself. If it is not fatal, uh, he is going to do what's called a death roll, which is basically stamina without pushing and no stress die.
Oh, I thought you meant like an alligator.
Or no, wait, I'm sorry, I'm misreading this. If the critical injury is listed as fatal, you make a death roll. If you fail that, that's when you die outright.
Gotcha.
If you
Yep.
succeed, you linger on for a short amount of time, making it possible for you to
Get resuscitated.
to get resuscitated.
Yep.
All right. This is what Todd gets for saying he's coming and then backing out of class.
Happy birthday.
I hope you like the cake. All right, somebody roll 2d6 and just tell me what the results are.
I'm not gonna roll because I've been
I'll do it,
rolling
I'll
like
do
crap
it.
tonight.
I'll do it. I'm good at it. I'm excited to roll. Oh god, no, that's not a good roll.
What'd you get?
Oh, I
got
got
a 6.
26. Got a 6.
You
A
good?
2 and a 6, which is
Yeah.
first?
26. 26.
26.
Yeah, 6 is second.
All right. So he's going to get a slashed shoulder.
Makes
So he is
sense.
not going to be able to use his arms, or his one arm, actually. So he hit the ground, and rather than saying it's slashed, I'm going to say it's dislocated.
Oh, okay.
And he is basically unconscious on the ground, and is going to require assistance.
Out the mouth. Yeah.
All
Why do
right.
you always say that for everything?
All right. So that was
This
the
is
first
death
action.
wish.
That was the first action of this round. You got 2 more. The group has 2 more before the xenomorphs go.
Does this control disc have a big red button?
It has a lot of buttons. None of them are red, but you could use
Yoko will
a
try to
skill
figure
to
out.
try to
Yes,
figure out what it does.
Oh, actually, I'm really good at that. That's like my best thing.
Well, there you go. Then the perfect person is down there.
I mean, normally I need to take a whole turn
It's
with
gonna,
it. That would be better,
yeah.
but
So it's gonna be Comtech. to try to
Okay.
figure out. So what are you trying to do exactly?
I want
Like,
to.
are you trying?
I want to do all the things. So I don't know what this thing can do. I don't know the purpose of this room. I don't know anything. Um. hmm. So
Okay. So, well,
I
go ahead.
like I don't know what you mean. What do I want to do? I want to activate it, but you want to know what effects that I would like to have?
Yeah, like, are you just trying to like just hitting buttons and trying to get it to do something, or are
Yeah,
you
I think
trying to do
that's the key
something
because it's
specific?
alien and I don't have a lot of time to like figure out what it's supposed to do. I wanted to do something, and my hope, my Yoko's hope, is that the something changes the playing field to our, maybe not to our advantage, but at least gives us more options of how we can deal with the threat. That's my
Okay.
hope. Like I don't know if that's gonna
All
work,
right.
but I hope something
Okay.
changes. Maybe there's I don't know what
Well,
would happen.
we're gonna base it off the number of successes that you get.
Okay, cool. Contact time.
Right.
Contact
Is there
wizard.
any?
I can push twice, but I can't
Um.
actually push at all. So
Yeah, you can't push at all because you. Do you have anything to avoid failures?
nope.
Okay.
I'll just
So
take
you have.
3 contact successes and
All
start
right.
turn
You
one.
have. Yeah. You have the three successes. So yeah, you start just manically pressing buttons, and then you kind of realize that uh, one of them seems to be a some sort of an emergency activation switch, because it's not under a glass door that you have to open or smash or something, but it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of offset to the side, and you
Mm-hmm.
realize that that might do something.
It's the backup generator.
Yeah, so you hit that button, and you hear the whole room begins to shake for a second, almost like there's some sort of pressure that is trying to make its way through this uh, some sort of system built into the walls that hasn't worked in hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
So the room starts to shake a little bit, uh, and you start hearing some gas coming out of the ceiling somewhere.
Mm.
Uh, and it seems like it would be coming out in the direction of the cultivation chamber, but
Mm-hmm.
that chitinous uh, growth on the ceiling seems to be preventing that. You see a couple flashing lights start to appear around the cultivation chamber doors, and they begin to close automatically.
Oh, sweet.
Uh, that is when you hear this loud, ear piercing, like you have to cover your ears, sound start emitting from chamber three. Uh, and you see this large black mass start moving towards the door in an attempt to leave before it closes.
Like elevator button. Close, 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 close.
All right, so we're gonna find out if it gets out by the end of the round. So you guys have one more action for the group. What's it gonna be? Remember, Hamada is there. She is a Marine and
Yep.
has a rifle.
Ooh.
I mean,
Um,
Bircher still has to get the armor
Yeah, I think so.
off.
There's one xenomorph perched up here that was eyeing Yoko down here at the dais. I
yes.
think maybe Hamada can come in next and just
Yeah.
engage with it.
I really think we need her to start shooting at the Chamber 3 thing.
Chamber 3 thing.
Yeah, didn't John just say there's some giant black thing coming out of there?
Yes, but there's also a creature like right here that can kill you in this turn.
Well,
Like-
I guess it's either killed now or killed next round. I guess it's up to you guys.
All right, what's it going to be? Somebody
John
decide.
could, yeah. I mean, you
Well,
might decide what
I
she
vote
does.
Hamada should shoot. I guess you all. Cliff also says Hamada should shoot.
I mean,
If that says how much how should shoot, yes.
yeah, I mean, I think she should shoot and probably the more immediate threat. In that, I don't know how, if she's seeing, if she's aware enough to see this black mass moving in.
I mean, it just screamed a weird
It is
noise.
straight. Yeah, that
Everybody,
is the like we all felt that.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Up to
Yeah.
her. I don't care who she shoots. But
I'm just saying, however she's engaged.
I think it makes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, from where she's at, you guys are. So
Oh,
Dr.
it's like
Bircher
long
and
range.
Hamid are still still here. She can shoot at the chamber 3 door. I would say that she could move up and fire at the one that's on the railing looking down at Yoko.
Yeah, let's just do that. I
You
think
want to do that?
I think Dell and I are both voting in that
Yep,
direction.
I think you guys are.
Yeah.
I'm outvoted, so there you go. Todd, what do you think?
All right.
Okay, Todd.
Todd, how's your shoulder?
Todd, can you save any cake for me?
He's got the world on his shoulder. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do you guys a favor and say that Hamida has brought her smart gun.
Ooh, good job.
Very
Hamada.
smart. He shops smart.
Shop
Nice.
that's smart.
Nope. Not smart.
Push it real good. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, unfortunately,
Oh, the NPCs can't.
push.
Oh man.
So she fought. She fires a few rounds from her smart gun, and they go wide, and this thing kind of pivots around and disappears over the railing, which means her smart gun couldn't get a lock onto it.
Now maybe
All
Yoko's the only
right.
one who could see it.
All right. So this the thing on the ground that was pinned, thrown over by Kip, is going to let's see. I'm going to say it's going to either come. It's either going to first. We're going to decide whether it stays down on the display floor or goes back up onto the raised walkway. So 1 to 3, it goes up. 4 to 6, it stays down.
There you go.
All right, 1 to 3, it's going up. So we have up here. We have Cliff, Bircher, and Hamida. So 1 to 2, it'll be Cliff. 3 to 4, it'll be Bircher, and 5 to 6, it'll be Hamida. I'm sorry, Eric.
Well,
did my armor come off yet, or no?
No.
Right.
Your armor.
Okay.
No one has taken your armor off.
Okay.
So this thing is going to hypnotic gaze. Oh, all right. So you're on the ground, absorbing what's going on around you, and all of a sudden you see this creature leap up in a single bound from the floor below onto the railing, and it is sitting there looking at you, bobbing back and forth, and that is going to cause your
Weird.
stress to
Whoever
go
made
up,
this
I think.
creature's like really into like penises and stuff. Look at its head. Weird.
All right. So why don't we do your stress roll and see if you go catatonic, which is what we're afraid of.
Yep.
There we go.
All right. So
Infancy roll at the end of session.
you think that this is probably the end.
Well, that thing was pretty sexy. I guess I can go out.
I thought you'd have seen cigar shaped.
All right.
Hey,
So
it'll be all right.
Lighting on
that
fire.
was on the other one that was on the railing is staying up here and is either going to go after Bircher or Hamada. 1 to 3 on Bircher. Yes. All right. So Bircher has hasn't comes into the room, is trying to absorb what is going on around him, sees all of these horrible creatures, his friends that seem to be on death's door. The ground starts, like the whole room begins shaking, and he smells this odd gas start coming into the room. And then he sees he has drawn the attention of one of these creatures, and it is heading directly towards him.
Whoa.
It is not going to. You have not moved yet, so it is going to be spending its round getting to where you are. It is not performing its attack roll. So I'm like I said, you and Hamada are at the entrance here. It leaped off of the railing and is making its way uh, in a very hurried fashion in your direction. So you guys get those 2 last actions, which it's going to be Bircher and Hamada. Or no, wait,
Cliff.
no, Bircher and Cliff.
Cliff ain't
Um,
doing nothing.
but Cliff
Oh.
can't move.
Cliff ain't doing nothing.
So,
I mean, if Cliff
what's
can't
Bircher
move and
going to do?
he's
Yeah, what's
catatonic, then do I see his weapon beside himself, or is he just dangling from his
Can't
hand?
see him.
you actually can't see Cliff where he's at from where you're at right now, because he's
Oh,
around the
gotcha,
corner there.
gotcha. But Hamada's right beside me, right?
Yes.
Okay, and she's just fired off. I think I'm just gonna move behind her and
Howard?
Technically, my flamethrower's laying around there somewhere.
That's
where?
true. It is.
Oh,
That's on
oh,
that's on the raised walkway further down, but this thing is between you and the flamethrower.
then
Oh.
that's not where my mind is. I'm thinking about that crap. So yeah, she's the security professional. I'm just a doctor here. So I get behind her and she's firing off. And yeah, I'll kind of use her as a springboard to run away. You know what I mean? As she's the immediate the emissary between both of us. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just pivoting behind her as she fires, and this thing's still going, and I'll push her forward and fire at him, and then turn
wonder-
around and start running.
You're shoving her towards it. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, like in a jerky type fashion, like she just
Yeah. You're
fired
pushing
off.
off of her and
Yes,
running away. All
yeah,
right. All right. So, yep, Bircher is going to be able to basically
run away.
either flee out of, back up the steps that he came from, or he can follow this pathway that's at the same level. Is he going to go up the stairs or?
Now, let me ask. Like, do I see Yoko within eyesight?
Um, I'm going to say that there's some low level light that is like filling the room from the flashing lights
But all the
around the
gases and stuff
cultivation
like that.
chambers. No, I'm going to say you can faintly make out Yoko at by the control dais. Or dais, however you.
Okay. But this whole thing is shifting right now. This thing's barreling down on us.
Yes.
Now, this thing that screeched, that what came out of chamber 3?
Yep.
Or is coming out, right?
It's trying to. The door is closing, and it's trying to force its way out, but as it closes. So you can't make out very much of it. Only that it's large and
It made that loud
Dark
ass
colored.
shriek.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna. Berkshire isn't gonna run. He's gonna have pause since he sees Yoko laying there.
No, I'm not laying. I'm messing with the
No,
grass.
he's not laying there. Yeah, he's not
Oh, he's
unconscious or anything.
I'm pressing the button. Mash, 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 mash. I'm like doing something. You
Yeah.
can't see, probably all you can see.
Kip,
but I do see the thing starting to shut and everything, right?
yes,
So
yes, you do.
yeah, so I'm just gonna step behind. Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna pivot off of her right now and kind of hold, but as soon as I get a chance to break away, if um, I'll try to either run and flee or either go toward Yoko because I
I'm gonna
think
get
he's got something
down.
up his sleeve. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, if this thing's moving fast and I don't feel like I could outrun it, I'm just gonna place her Hamada between us, and if he
Okay.
starts feeding, I'll run over there to Yoko. So
Okay. So, I mean,
mean,
you feel like that this thing would have to go through Hamada to get to you. So you could try to climb down over the railing to get down to Yoko. You
oh,
could
we're
go
up on the
around.
railing. I was thinking I was on the
Yeah.
floor level.
Oh, no. Nope. You guys came. You're up on the raised walkway, just like that's the only way in and out.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
so you can try to climb down to get to Yoko. You could
Yeah,
run
that's what I need
around
to
the other
do.
side.
That's uh no, I would think that I need to get off this railing and she can handle it, basically,
Okay.
hopefully, and try to make myself to uh get to Yoko.
All right. So give me a mobility roll to try to
Okay.
get over the railing and safely down onto the display floor. No.
Yay.
So you,
You're like, no, this is
I'm
20 feet
going
up.
to
I don't
say,
can't just drop down here. I'm gonna
yeah.
die.
So yeah, I'm not going to say that you fall down there. I'm going to say you try to, you get a leg over the railing and you're looking down and you're like, I'm not going to be able to make this.
Yeah. I dropped short.
and
Yeah. Seeing
and it
what I gotta
takes you,
face.
you're looking over at Yoko and you realize like I'll die, and you climb back over and are just cower behind Hamada as you
Yeah, exactly.
decide what to do next round.
I'll call
All
out for Yoko at that time for my little fast action to try to get
Oh, you
get
hear?
her attention.
I hear you, but I'm still mashing. I'm not stopping pressing this button.
all
Close,
right.
close,
Well, I
close.
mean, we got an intercom system, right? I mean, over our
Yeah,
comms.
you guys can. Yeah, you can talk to each other. You've been
I hear
talking,
you. I hear
especially
you.
now that you're in the same room.
What do you need me to
Uh,
do, Yoko? I'll say over
Oh,
the, as I
Cliff is
think.
hurt up around the corner. That's what I say.
Oh, you mean that squishy, that squishy mat I just walked over?
Can you lock this place down? Yeah. So I'll carry
all
on like
right.
that a little bit while he
I'm
cares for
trying.
Hamada.
So this mist that has been coming out of the sea
Ooh.
on this lower half is starting to become pretty thick. It is making it difficult to uh, to kind of see much further than about 15 or 20 feet. You those down on the display floor can kind of make out the walkway above them, and vice versa. Uh, but the you everyone that could see one of these creatures realizes that they seem to have disappeared. You have you don't see them or hear them anywhere around you.
Can't see the
The
doors anymore.
cultivation doors, you can still hear them trying to close, but the lights that were flashing around them just illuminate the fog and make it
Mhm.
much thicker and harder to see through.
This is great. Yeah, we're screwed.
You don't seem to be in any immediate danger anymore because you're not sure where these things went.
Are we
Okay.
out of initiative?
Yes.
I
Okay. Well, if I'm playing Kip for a second, can I blink?
uh no, you're
Kip is
unconscious.
unconscious.
Okay.
He
And
is down on the display floor
didn't Kip get
unconscious.
catatonic as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying catatonic is in this
Oh,
situation.
okay.
Like
Unconscious.
Cliff isn't literally unconscious. He is just dead to the world. He's
Yeah.
not responsive to any stimuli. Um, where Kip is literally on death's door.
Okay. Cliff's getting there.
Is everyone I don't know anyone there? I can't see anyone. Like I'm gonna check on Kip. I
You
don't
see, I'm
know.
I'm here. I'm here, Yoko. Hamada's here with me.
I don't know where they
You,
went. The doors are closing to the chambers. They came out of there.
What's all this mist?
I don't know. I activated it.
This
It
fog is
doesn't
like pea soup. You did this. The creatures are searching around, I'm sure.
get to
What
Cliff.
was over here?
Cliff is in trouble. He needs help. Get it, on the walkway. I'll find. Sorry, get to Cliff. I'll get Kip, and I'm gonna go to Kip.
Okay, Hamada. He said Cliff is up there, further along the walkway.
all right, I'll find him and carry him out of here if I need to. And you see her disappear into the fog around the camp.
Whoa, dude. I'm not seeing her disappear. I'm right behind her. I mean, on the heels.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you follow her, and you see. Eventually, you can make out Cliff lying on the ground. His rifle and
Yeah.
uh, or no, his flamethrower is on the ground about 10 feet away. He looks in pretty bad shape, and you can see smoke rising from his armor. It looks like something is burning through it.
I'll lean down and start um, taking the armor off and gesture toward the flamethrower for Hamada.
All right. Yeah.
I'm taking the armor off while I'm looking around, like, very antsy about something coming out of the fog.
You're not super familiar with marine armor, but you've managed to find the clasps and undo it, and you pull it off. It looks like some acid was working its way through the shoulder piece of his armor, and he has some chemical burns
Actually, it's a lot
in
because
that
I've been
area.
clicking it down while we were talking.
Cliff, I'm slapping his face around. Can
No,
you,
I'm
no reaction whatsoever.
yeah. Can you come
He
to?
doesn't look unconscious. He's just not responding.
Like he's just eyes open, like sleeping with his
Yeah.
eyes open or something?
It's 1,000 yards
Yep.
stare.
Yeah, it's creepy. Hamada, Cliff's out of it. Where is Kip? And I'm looking over,
What
I almost asked Cliff that, but I
We're
know he's out of
right
it.
below you. I get,
Right below
he's
me?
he's
Okay. I
he
do I
has a
do
pulse. I say, but he's
I
not.
do
But
a,
he's not. But he's not. He's not moving.
I do a peek over that, assuming that you've made it to Cliff. Do you see anyone down there, Yoko? And I'm still speaking into my any movement, any stirring of the mist?
Uh, so Yoko does not see any movement down here, but at this point, he's getting a good view of what is inside of these display
Hmm.
containers, and you see a variety of abominations in here. Each one seems entirely different.
Ooh.
Some of them look very similar to the creatures you were just fighting, just at different growth points. Other ones look like some sort of more humanoid version of this creature. But the one that takes you aback the most is one that looks um, very humanoid, except it has a elongated arms and legs and a long skull that has grown backwards. And you immediately think that it is one something that has been infected with the black worm, and
Mm.
that is what it progresses into.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Its skin
Yeah.
has kind of fallen away, and you can mostly just see its sunken eyes and really make out the shape of its skull.
Mm.
You're pretty confident it's dead, though. You think that all these things are dead inside of
Mm-hmm.
this preservation fluid.
I'll shout to the others like, this place, they have all these creatures down here, preserved. Um, they look like, I think this is what, I think this one is what Daver would have turned into. Um,
This isn't good. The creature that was trying to escape out of chamber 3.
they must have been studying these things here, or something. If we have to figure out what they were doing, if they know, I'm sure they know what the purpose of this is and how to handle them. Maybe they have a cure.
How is the mist affecting you,
I
Yoko?
don't know. Is the mist affecting me? Is it
Uh,
smell good, bad?
There's uh, it smells off,
Methane.
but it doesn't. You don't have any ill. You're not having any ill reaction to it. It's not making you lightheaded or anything
Is the
like
mist
that. It's
interacting
just
with
making it
the chitin on the ground or on the wall ceiling?
no. Uh,
On the ground, I guess.
Wait.
It's only see.
On the growth, it is not.
Okay.
But it does not appear to have like punctured through uh that growth. It seems to be primarily coming from the southern side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it it is naturally filling the room.
Got it.
So it's a lot more dense where you are than where the cultivation chambers are.
Maybe this mist is part of a purging system. Let me go mess with the dais some more. Actually, is Kip okay? Like, is he stable? Can I stabilize him?
You're gonna have to do a medical aid roll to stabilize him.
Okay. Medical aid. I
I'm
have
coming down as soon
that.
as I can.
Oh, I'm not good at this though.
I'm
Um,
at a shoulder cliff. Let's get
I'm
him
still
out of
gonna
here.
do it because that's what I'm here for, right? Like, I gotta help him. You're up there. You're far. I'm gonna do it. This is the first thing I
Oh
did.
boy.
Oh, at least I did it.
Uh, yeah.
Well, it's not that bad.
Yeah. So you manage to stabilize him. Uh, he starts. He kind of comes to a little bit and realizes that he might still be in danger. And starts, you know, his eyes start darting back and forth, and you can see him wince as he tries to get up. Um,
Shoulder.
y- you then hear this loud slam as though something is beating against the door from Cultivation Chamber 3. And that's what causes Yoko to seek cover.
I drag Kip like into the corner. I don't know if we can like
Okay.
wherever he fell down. We'll just kind
Yes.
of like
Yeah.
tuck ourselves away.
So there's some sort of uh like control system or like power system that is right here, which you could both hide behind on the display floor, but also use to climb up onto the raised walkway.
Oh. Well, I'm hiding now, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Hamada is Hamada going to carry Cliff? Is that what the plan is?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's what I told her to. I'll get that, and I told Yoko I'd be down to help him figure out the dais.
Okay. Well, he seems to be hiding at the bottom down here. You could try to help both of them get back up onto the raised walkway, or I guess you could go down if you could use this same area to go down safely to the control dais without a roll.
Yeah, I mean, if he's trying to help get get Kip up, I can help him get him up. I'll follow that. But if he's, I think he went back to the dais, right? So,
No, nope, they're both down. They're both
oh,
right here.
I'll go over there and try to help him up. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
both of them, both him and Kip.
Yeah,
All right.
if they're wanting to come
I'll
up,
go with
yeah.
Archer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
finally, you made
you
it.
guys, yeah, the five of you are now together, up on the raised walkway. Cliff is. I'm going to say that at the end of this session, Cliff will have recovered. Once you guys are out of the area where the combat took place, and then we will figure out what his permanent trauma is.
Yeah, let's stick to the
Um,
sidewalls.
so,
I'm
are
down.
you guys going to explore more here, or do you want to flee the area?
I think we need to get the hell out. I mean, that's
I
just
want
me.
the information. They know what's going on. They have a cure. I'm sure of it. I also want to purge this place and destroy it.
I look at. Do
I
you
will
think you
say they
can?
probably have explosives that you may have taken with you on the dropship, but you didn't say you brought them in this
Yeah,
exploration, so you'd have to
we
go
can
back
come
for them.
back. We can come back for this. You've shut the chambers off. We'll let
Say,
this mist die
yeah,
down and
we'll
make
say
sure that
that's
the
what
area's clear.
the explosive talk is what brings Cliff out of it. Yeah, we need to blow it up. We gotta go
Went
blow it
back
up.
to catatonic.
Gotta blow it up. No, you said he was out of it, right? So he'll
Oh
just start
yeah,
heading back towards the ship. We gotta blow it up.
okay.
Gotta
Yeah.
blow it up.
give me 10 minutes or
Gotta
however
blow it
long.
up.
Give me one turn.
Gotta blow it up. Gotta blow it up. Nope, gotta blow it up. He just keeps saying it over and over again.
Great.
Give me
Okay,
one turn.
I'm gonna take him. They're going back. She's gonna be slow moving, and I look at Kip and say, "If you know what you're gonna do it fast." I mean, I'll look at Yoko and say
I mean,
that.
I feel like a good interpretation for sea cover is that I don't do this. I don't get to stay and get my information. I'm too scared. Like I want to say,
Okay.
but I think it makes sense. Sea
Can we
cover.
get any
to
bad
not-
I'll
thing?
hang around. I'll hang around with you because Kip can help Hamada take Mr. Catatonic out. You know what I mean? With both sides, they're lifting him
I
up because
don't
I'm not going to
want.
be able to do
I
it.
don't want our guns to leave. That's the thing. I need to stay with the guns. I don't. This is like not cool to just like hang out here with these things that want to kill us.
Okay, I'll look at you and okay then, let's go.
Yeah.
We can come back. You've sealed off the chambers.
We'll come back. I say as we leave, and then the nukes get powered up.
All
Yeah.
right. So you guys make your way back into the temple area. And that is when your comms get reconnected with Dudge. And he says, I've been trying to get a hold of you. We lost contact. There's another ship just entered the area. I'm not sure who it is. And that is where we will stop.
Wow.
I didn't develop
And he
any
was
trauma.
Oh, you did your roll?
Yeah,
You just
I thought we
whacked
were
Oh,
yourself.
done.
wow.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, we are done.
Okay.
That was the cliffhanger we're going to end on, and that
Thank you. I am
is
Cliff.
That was almost game
yeah,
over.
the cliff. That was pretty close. I think
The
I
cliffhanger.
was
That's a good name for it.
yeah, we should. We'll have to start naming our sessions like we do in Joff for the with the wondering thing, but I think it's a bit too late to start doing that with the
No.
alien.
Oh no, I've been naming them on the when I release them. I just need
Oh,
to get
have you?
them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened at the end there? Because I just started reading the One Ring stuff because I thought we were playing that next week.
Uh,
No, I'm just joking.
oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
I mean,
No,
we're
I
starting
thought
that
we were
next.
having we were having a TPK, so I was like, oh, better catch up on the rules.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know what if we actually had a TPK. I don't know. Maybe you guys would just take over the crew. I don't know. But well, thankfully, no one actually died, even though we had one person come close.
Those
And
calls, yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
So we will pick up with you in radio contact with Dudge and back in the temple room next week. And we can figure out if you guys are going to hang around here more or you're going to GTFO.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh jeez.
All
I'm
right.
not convinced we should abandon this planet yet. There's so much life here.
Mm-hmm.
We can colonize this place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.